Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff, as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Forest River XLR Boost 21 QBS travel trailer toy hauler. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by thinking about parking at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration. On your campsite, leave plenty of room for your awning to come out. On your off campsite, of course, your bedroom slide. It is kind of deep, so leave plenty of room for that to come in and out unhindered. Leave yourself a nice walking path, because the next thing I want you to think about is where your power and water connections are going to be. So just above your tires is going to be where you hook up with your water at the campsite, and your power is just ahead of that. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. Power tongue jack here on the front. Got a night docking light should you arrive at night. Simply raise or lower the unit until you're level. Now you do have, under this rubber stopper, a manual override for this hand crank in case you lose power. Speaking of power, check your battery posts now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose coming down the road. Once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. Now your unit is pre-wired for power, but they are manual right now. Set your crank on there, run these down. As they come down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop. Run these down. You may have to adjust this foot. Just run these down till they're taut. Remember, our unit's already level. We just want to stabilize it. Run that down just so you have some resistance on your hand crank. Once you have resistance, you know you've went too far. You don't want to lift it up anymore. Go ahead and run all four of them down. Once we got our stabilizing jacks down, we're level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. Again, big long 30 amp cord right here. Pistol grip here. The way they plug in now is they go in at an angle. Once it's in, turn it to the right, and then put your black washer on to lock that on there. Now at the end of that 30 amp service, should you need to plug into a 110 at home or any other 110, there's a 30 to 110 adapter that comes in your convenience pack. Got your power hooked up, let's hook up our water. City water connector, where we're going to hook up at campsites. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid in here. Hook that up, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Right here's your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, folks, make sure our drain plug's back in there. As you see, throw some plumber's tape around there, not putty. Putty will gum up. Plumber's tape, get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. After your hose has been on for a little while, go inside. You can deploy this slide if you need to, but I don't think you need to open up your water taps. Open up your water taps, let all the air out of the lines. Once you got a steady flow of water going through those, shut them off, and then you can turn on your hot water heater from indoors. There is an on-off electric element right here. The only time you turn that on out here is if you're hooked up to 110. Otherwise, turn it on indoors. Hot water heater doesn't seem to be working. Come out here and look to see if these are bubbled up. If they are, press them back in. They are reset. And then you press the release valve. Let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go dry camping or boondocking. In that case, freshwater connection. Over on this side. Again, use your water pressure regulator. Make sure your hot water heater is plugged again. and use a hose to fill this up. Now the way to tell this is full is go inside, and when you check your black tank and your batteries and your gray tanks, well, there's also a freshwater button. Hold that freshwater button down. That'll tell you when this is full. Once it is full, remove your hose, and then when you want to utilize this water, turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we got our water and power hooked up. I can walk you around the rest of the unit. So continuing here is a black tank flush. We'll talk about that when we dump our black tanks. City water connect, cable and satellite, freshwater connect. Here's a flue for your furnace. Two things, make sure that's never blocked and steer clear if you're running it, because it does get hot. Again, your hot water heater. Your freshwater drain will be that white handle right there. Over here's your power. Your sewer connections. Under your slide, gen prep, generator. That is a vent for your microwave. That is a vent for your garage. You can push that open from indoors. There's a ladder. Utilize it. Remove these cotters. Pull this out towards you. Get up there and check your seams a couple times a year. Caulk as needed. Your ramp door, I'll show you how to run that back open and set up your ramp here shortly. Got your big awning on this side. Here's your fuel station, and here will be your handle. There's where you load it, and here's where you turn the pump on and off. There's your rear stabilizing jacks. Another vent that you can push open from indoors. A leash link, put your dog on a leash. A couple outdoor speakers. Prep for a TV, you can clip a TV in here. Plug in your cable and 110 out here. Continuing down this side, you got an outdoor shower, hot and cold water, 751 key, open that up. There's your spare tire. Speaking of your spare tire, right here is a manual crank to get that down. To the right of that is a quick connect LP. And your low point drain is underneath here. Right there's where you'll dump your low point drains. Again, your pass-through storage. Your propane does have a cover and is on a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using, lefty-loosey to open. Again, your battery and a battery disconnect. This would disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That'll come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. So coming up inside, first thing I like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camped with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. As you come in, immediately to your right over here, do your thermostat real quick. Turn the air on. There's your AC kicking on. I'm going to shut your AC off. Oops, skipped right past off. Just cycle through these to get to off. Now that'll shut off rather quickly. Now you notice when I turn on your heat, turn the heat on. Now your heat kicked on. Now I'm going to shut your heat off. You'll notice that it'll take a few minutes longer for the heat fan to cycle through before it shuts off. Over here is your control panel. So here's, you see a brand new battery. Freshwater button, that's one I said you can hold down to tell when your potable water is full. Black and gray tanks. Over here is where you turn on your water heater. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Lots of lights. You got a ground light outdoors, an awning light, heating pads, living room lights, and a ramp light. This is your awning. So I want to show you on your awning, you only want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see your brown bar. Now that will extend itself past that and start to run itself up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you run it out. Make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. As I'm running that back in, turn your TV on here. Have a remote. There's your TV working. Take that off. Continue to run this back in real quick, and we'll continue our tour. Close the exterior door and talk about your sound system. RV technology sound system. You have music indoors. Show zone 1 off, zone 2 off. Indoor, outdoor, AM, FM, Bluetooth. Show zone 1 off. Now just outdoors is on. Shut that off. Turn on just indoors. Fireplace, not just for looks anymore. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but the biggest thing is the heat, folks. If it's chilly in here in the morning or evening, instead of cranking up your gas and using your gas, if you're plugged into a campsite, turn this heat on here. This will get it toasty in here in no time. Below your Furrion fridge, to the left, access panel to your breaker box and fuses. To the right, your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mentioned that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are out dry docking or dry camping and have nothing plugged in charging your battery, use that battery disconnect if you're going to be gone for the day to keep that from running your battery down. Self-explanatory microwave. You have a fan and a light above that. Your glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn your panel light on. Turn that to light, turns from blue to red. Hit your spark, and once your gas is on, we'll have flames in here. Same thing on the oven. Just turn this to light, light it over here, and then set it to the desired temperature. No need for a pilot light anymore. Individual lighting up in here. Let's run your bunks down. Over here's your control. Now as I run this down, you see this is coming down by itself. In order to get the top bunk to come down, flip all 4 of these on all 4 corners forward, and then when you lift this, it'll catch it and bring it both down together. Let me bring down just your chairs here to show you how to set them up. There's the vent I told you about. All you have to do is push that out, and that'll vent out your garage if you got some gas fumes in here. A couple of USB ports here. That shows you how to lock that bed up. So you can bring these down to whichever height you want. I'll stop right there. Let's show you here how to set this up. Just jackknife it up on the back and push the legs in. It gives you seating. Now if you do want to use this for a bed, make sure that you lower these legs here. That's going to give you extra support. You can do it for a chair as well. Jackknife this back down. Hard to do one-handed. There we go. Run this back up here. Alright, so I brought my bed back up. I want to tell you on these chairs, you do have straps to strap these in for travel. Make sure they're strapped in nice. Back here in the bedroom, if you ever do get a generator, right down underneath your bed here is where you can start that. Bathroom. Biggest thing in the bathroom door here, make sure this door, and this door are all snapped open for travel. Also in your bathroom, you have a 110 with GFCI reset. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close it up. So I like to come here, shut off my interior lights. So I like to come to my control panel, shut off my living room lights, and I can look and see any individual lighting that I need to shut off. Excellent lighting here in the bedroom. Turn this bedroom light on real quick. Tell you to make sure that you fold your bed up. Fold this up before bringing your slide in. Shut off the bedroom light. Turn the living room lights back on, and I'm going to say doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are secure. Nothing's going to impede your slide from coming in your bedroom. Slide in. Again on the doors, make sure all 3 doors in here are snapped open. The third one over there. Once our slide is in, shut off our interior lights and exit the unit. So the biggest thing on these stairs is you want to make sure your exterior door is all the way open, otherwise this could catch on it coming up. Simply lift this up, pull this back to lock your door in, lock and deadbolt your door, lift and turn your handle, your door is secure for travel. At this point, we're going to unhook our water, cable, and power. We'll bring up our stabilizing jacks. If you're at a campsite, we're going to dump those low point drains right there. And if we are out boondocking or dry camping, reach up underneath here between these tires and dump our freshwater drain. Lastly, come to your hot water heater, lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to dump the remainder of your hot water out. Make sure you push this back down, otherwise your door won't close. Then you can pull your drain plug. Hook up our hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be just in front of your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Once you arrive and hook up your 10-foot hose, first thing you're going to do is pull our sewer wastewater handle. That's going to be the right handle or your black handle. And once that sounds like it's no longer draining, or someone goes inside and presses the black tank button on the control panel to tell when that's empty, leave that black handle open, again with your water pressure regulator. Hook up to this black tank flush. Turn that hose on for a good 5 minutes. Wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Again, make sure the handle's open. Once you're done, remove that hose, close your black handle, pull your gray handle. Now your gray handle is going to be cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your sewage hose out for you. And your XLR actually comes with a sewage hose holder. Untwist that, tuck that right in there, and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this XLR Boost for many years to come. Happy camping. Alright, I'm going to show you real quick here how to set up your deck. You have these padlocked. Lift and turn these to the outside. Grab a handle. One person can do this. Just walk it down. Now, in order to use this for a ramp, you simply remove these toggles. Setting up our deck. Pull our side out here. Bring this toward me. Get our Velcro undone up here. Bring this out. Now, a little trick to getting this corner to catch in here. Pull this toward me. Let me get up there. Actually, I think I can show it from here. So this outside one, press that in order for this to come over, and then that pushes out, it's going to lock this in here. And this will come under here. Repeat the process over here. Swing this out. Unlatch your Velcro. Bend this up towards you. Again, bend the outside piece in it allows you to lock this in here. And just that quickly, you have your deck. Slide this over here. And just reverse the process, put everything away. Push this backside in. Oh, yeah, release this first. Push that backside in, that releases that. Fold this all the way in. Put your Velcro back on. If you're standing on your deck, take your foot, push down on that. That releases that. Again, over here, pull this side in, fold around, throw Velcro back on, and fold this in. All your Velcros back together here. Everything's in and clear. Now the biggest thing in lifting this ramp up is make sure that your cables stay inside. Usually one person can do it. Once we're up, lock these in place. And that's how you use your deck.